But first of all, welcome everyone, and welcome to the Kuchi Gallery. Today is a day that probably a man like me in the age of 41 or 42 sit down and dream something. I dreamed, pretty much. Most of the people told me at the beginning, you're dreaming. But when I was a kid, I was dreaming that to have this, to have that in the life. But when this time I dreamed, it was different. This time I was dreaming to how can I change the world? How can I change the people's life? And especially my country. Because of this, there is someone here, his name is Carlo Muto. I call him for the last 15 years my papa. He is a man, he was a lot in my journey in here. People say outside of me, he was a man, he was inside of me. To encourage me, to give me the strength, to give me the power that today I can stand up, and I've been after all of these difficulties. He was the one who was talking to me to hours and hours on the phone to understand me exactly what I'm going through. Through this, because I'm not a very formal person, so he made me a small formal speech. So I'll try to read it from the paper. If I have a mistake, I'm not formal man. Again, I'm repeating. I'm not a paper person, I'm an action person. I'm sure most of you know my name. Hello everyone. My name is Abdul Qayum Moeen. I'm co-founder of Nexus in Afghanistan and founder of Kuchi Gallery in Australia. Some of you here, my family, friends, colleagues, know that they prompt me to open these companies. But there are people among us who are not associated with the company in any way, to whom I want to briefly introduce the idea that guided to build this store or this gallery. I am an Afghan. I was born and raised in Kabul. I have lived and worked in Australia for the last 16 years. I started a family here. I have 3 wonderful kids, which they are here. Zuhal, Mursal, and Sahil. An understandable and a woman that stand up next to me for a long time, and especially in this journey, my wife, Farishta Jan. I also made new friends here. People in different nationalities, culture, and religion. I think, thanks for the fact that they come from such a different culture and tradition, it helped me look at the world from a new perspective. For that, I also love and respect Australia, that in this great melting pot, different culture, nationality, races, tradition, and languages. Each of us Australian, both those who have settled here for a generation and who just arrived, have the same chance for everything. I admire this phenomenon, which of all the difference that will divide us, was able to create a new home, and that will be all shared in a large family which called Australia. As I mentioned before, I grew up in Afghanistan. When I immigrated in Australia, but I never forgot about my people back home. Thanks God and hard work, we lived happily and prosperously enough that I could visit beloved people left in Kabul. Quite often, actually. As we all probably know, my homeland has been a war for a long time period. It was 40 years in continuous conflict. People lived here in a very bad condition, with no chance for a better future. I have always wondered why this is so. Why do people in Afghanistan have no job, no means of assistance in their life. Well, lots could discuss and philosophize, but that's not what I'm here for. I will get to the point. I didn't want to delve with who and why and whom did this. To my own country, my aim was to just help people. So instead of brooding, discussing and complaining, I started to act. In Afghanistan, we don't have big factories that can employ thousands of people. But we have great craftsmen and artists who makes carpet, create painting, fabrics, jewelry, and many others you can see here. Most and all, not all of them, will be made by hand. Pretty much most of this product is made by hand. So of course, that was the reason the idea of the kuchi came. Once again in Afghanistan, my cousin Hamid John and me, we founded Kuchi Company, which was just to create job for people of Afghanistan. Let me say, we acted according to the proverb which was say, give someone a fish and you will feed him for a day. Teach him to fish and you will feed him for his life. Our reason is simple. Job means wages. Wages means sufficiency. Sufficiency means a better life. I also want to mention, we've a lot focused particularly to create job for women. Therefore, strengthening the position of women in the country. At the moment, I can proudly say 80% of our art, the artists, the craftsmen are women in Afghanistan. Today, we are opening another kuchi. As you guys probably witnessed, the first kuchi was in Kabul, Afghanistan. This is another kuchi, but the first kuchi in Australia. Someone may ask why it is a gallery, it's not a store. The answer is simple. It's a gallery because we have gathered products that are inseparably connected with our culture. This is a gallery because items gathered here, not soulless, machine-made things, but each of them will find the artist's heart and thoughts. Starting from painting, jewelry, clothes, rugs, and etc. You will find here both traditional and contemporary. Through these handmade objects, we want to bring Afghanistan closer to the world. Afghanistan people and their culture and their tradition. Through this craftsmanship, we like to show to the world that Afghanistan people are not different. They are talented, gifted, and a good people. And they deserve to live a decent life in the rest of like other people in the world. But please remember, this is not a museum. This is a store. It's not here just you guys come and visit and look at it. This is here with product that we sell, beautiful product that we sell, handmade product we sell. And if you guys buy more product, we can create more jobs. So it means that you guys here, you guys have to understand, this place, every product of this is made by hand. Every square meter rugs takes 1 month to make it. Every necklace will take a jeweler, at least some of these necklaces probably takes a week. Some of these cushions, you probably see it here as a cushion you're using. It takes a woman for 1 week to do that job. 8 to 10 hours a day. You know how much we're paying them? We're not even paying them 50 cents a day. These prices is because of that. I wanted to show to the world. This is the reason. But still, that's not also available in Afghanistan. Unfortunately, this is the way it was. This is the way it is. Please remember that. People of Afghanistan has a pride. We don't ask for donation. We ask you to buy our product. We will create the job. We will build our country. We don't need anybody charity. We need people to buy our product and admire our people and give reason for us to leave. Every product here will be sold, I promise you. It will feed a family more than a month. To that level, we have to understand. I hope that every one of you will like. I put probably some of these things made by myself. Some of them choose by my wife. Some of them choose by my friends. Some of them choose by all those beautiful people settled in the mountain, in the holes of the mountain of Afghanistan, makes this product for us. Trust me, this comes from places, if I take you there, you wouldn't even stay there for 5 minutes. But I made this, I brought it here for the reason, so people can see how we lived in our country. We are a rich country. For God's sake, we have stones, we have this craftsman to make this. Whatever happening to my country, and I promise you, all of you, I will not this to continue anymore. This will be the end of it. This is a new Afghanistan. It's going to be a new face for Afghanistan people. Sorry that through this, of course, I have been pain, I've been difficulties for a lot of friends, a lot of families, and especially my own family. Thank you for being next to me and make the kuchi possible. Thanks from Kanishka, working 20 hours a day, and today he was working, it was 42 degrees outside and he was working and doing the grass. Every woman, every man, every kids, every older, my family, everyone, they become a lot supported to become the reason I came here today. And thank all of you. If I would say this is me, this is not my kuchi, this is your kuchi. As the lady said, I'm not expecting this for you guys to say this will make me rich. I didn't want to be a rich man. I don't want to do anything with power. I don't want the power of Afghanistan. I don't want the thing. I want my country to be built. I want my people to live in peace. Can we ask this from the world or not? We can build our country. Trust me, it's been through a lot to make this possible, because I have seen the pain. I grew up in the life in a very poor family. I was 1.5 years old, they buried my father alive under the ground by name of Islam. But today I grew up and I come all the way here and start this dream. And hopefully that you guys will share my dream. And we will continue to build more kuchi in every beautiful city, in every country, and we will show to the world Afghanistan no longer needs anybody donation. Thank you very much from all of you. I love you all.